Welcome back to your favorite fact-filled channel, Facts Daily. We're your one-stop shop for all things intriguing, informative, and downright fascinating. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay updated with our latest videos. Today, we're embarking on a journey to the core of our existence, the building blocks of our universe, the elements. Ever wondered why gold doesn't rust or why helium balloons float? Stay tuned as we dive deep into the world of elements, their unique properties, and their interactions. So, grab your notepads, fasten your seatbelts, and get ready for an enlightening ride into the elemental world. Let's get started. Have you ever wondered why elements behave the way they do? Well, strap in, because we're about to take a journey into the world of elements, the fundamental building blocks of everything we see, touch, smell, and taste. Elements are like the letters of an alphabet. Just as letters combine to form words, elements combine to create the diverse materials and substances that construct our universe. But just like every letter has a unique sound, every element carries unique properties that define their behavior. Consider gold, a shiny yellow metal that doesn't rust or tarnish. Then there's helium, a gas lighter than air, used to fill balloons and make them float. These are just two examples among the 118 known elements, each with its own personality and role in the grand scheme of things. Every element in the universe, from the air we breathe to the ground we walk on, is unique. And that's what makes the world we live in so diverse and fascinating. So, where can we find all these elements? Great question. Picture a grand library, where every known element has its own special spot. That's what the periodic table is, a master organizer of elements. It's not just a random list, though. It's designed cleverly, grouping elements with similar properties together. Think of it like a neighborhood where houses on the same street share certain features. In the periodic table, you'll find elements that are metals living together, non-metals hanging out in their own corner, and noble gases being, well, nobly aloof. And guess what? There are over 100 elements residing in this fantastic element neighborhood. That's right, over 100 different building blocks that make up our world, each with its own unique properties and characteristics. The periodic table is like a map, guiding us through the universe of elements. So, buckle up. We've got a lot more to explore. Ever wondered why some elements react violently with each other while others barely interact? Well, the answer lies in the unique properties of each element. You see, every element in the periodic table has a certain number of electrons that orbit around its nucleus. These electrons determine how an element will behave or interact with other elements. Let's take an example. Sodium, a soft, shiny metal, is very reactive. This is because it has one electron in its outermost shell that it desperately wants to get rid of. When it comes in contact with water, it does just that, releasing a lot of energy in the process. You get a violent reaction, heat, and even flames. On the other hand, consider helium, the second element on the periodic table. Helium is a noble gas, which means it's very stable. It has a full set of electrons in its outer shell, so it doesn't need to gain or lose any. This makes helium very non-reactive. It's so non-reactive, in fact, that it doesn't even react with itself. That's why we use helium to fill balloons. It's safe, it doesn't react, and it's lighter than air. Elements interact based on these properties, their electron configurations, their location on the periodic table, and their inherent nature. Some elements are social butterflies, always ready to react and mingle. Others are more like wallflowers, perfectly content to exist in their own little worlds. The way elements interact with each other gives life to everything from chemical reactions to the creation of new materials. So what have we learned about elements and their behavior? We've journeyed through the fascinating world of elements, exploring their diverse characteristics and behaviors. We started by defining what elements are. These unique substances, composed of atoms of the same kind, form the building blocks of everything we see, touch, and experience. We then proceeded to the periodic table, a chart like no other. It's not just a collection of boxes and symbols, but a map that guides us through the terrain of elements. Each box represents an element, and they are arranged in a specific order based on their atomic number, from lightest to heaviest. The rows and columns provide further information about the element's properties and their relationships with each other. Our exploration took us to the interaction of elements. By themselves, elements are interesting, but it's when they react and combine with each other that things really get exciting. These interactions lead to the formation of compounds, each with its unique properties, contributing to the complexity and richness of the world around us. Understanding these basics is crucial. It not only helps us appreciate the complexity of our world, but also equips us with a lens to view and comprehend the universe's intricate workings. Remember, every element has a story to tell, and understanding them is like having a key to unlock the mysteries of the universe.